Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. It's Dave. Camo, Dave. Hi, everybody. It's Dave. I don't know. That's what you're supposed to tell me. Camo, Dave.
Shimei. Oh, Shimei is always right on time. Hold on. Oh, man.
Amy delivering pizza. What kind of pizza? DiGiorno? Does she deliver DiGiorno?
That's right. She cooks DiGiorno's pizzas up in her stove, and then she delivers them.
That's very smart. Wow.
No, kidding. We're kidding. She's not doing that. That's a joke. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Doxinator's on duty. Hello, Tim. Hello, No Fear to Trek. Hello,
Amy delivering pizza.
Hey, Noreen. Good morning. No Fear to Trek. Shimei, Noreen, Janice, Lala. Oh, you just watched? Yeah, you just watched Nomadic Fanatic. I did a video about him this morning, and he did his own video. Yeah.
Ladders. Hi, Daniel. Daniel from Quebec. Ziggy with it. Hi, Ziggy. How are you?
That's right. Noreen finally set her alarm clock, right? You know, I don't know. In this day and age, I lay in the bed in the morning and I just think, I don't want to get up. I don't want to deal with the real world. I just want to go back to bed, you know?
That's right, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit it over and over and over again. It's right up there. There it is. Yeah.
Hey, Mark. Mark H. from Massachusetts. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
That's right. You're not hitting that like button enough.
Oh.
You're not hitting that like button enough. Amy delivering pizzas. Dave's in your head all the time. You know who you are. You know who you are. You're thinking about him all the time, right?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Good night. That's it. I'm only doing 3 minutes. Good night.
So send Dave some money so he can buy me some vodka. Okay, I'm tired of the cheap stuff. He buys that paint thinner stuff, and I want some Skull vodka or some at least Tito's. Okay, at least Tito's. I'm tired of that cheap stuff. That cheap stuff that you can get at the. You don't even buy it at the liquor store. You buy it at the hardware store. It's like that's where he buys his liquor, at the hardware store.
Oh, yeah, right. The paint thinner aisle.
That's right. Don't drink paint thinner. It's bad for you. But it's okay for puppets.
All right, Cratchy. That's enough. Thank you. Let's put Cratchy over here. Hey, there he is. There he is. He's doing pretty good. How's everybody doing this morning? Man, oh, man. Another crazy couple of days, huh? Did you ever think in your whole life, you'd see what was going on now? I don't know, man. I've been through, I remember lots of flu epidemics and stuff like that. And, okay, just wash your hands, social distance, stay home, whatever. But I've never, ever seen anything quite like this where everything gets shut down. And I was like, where's my glasses? I'm looking for my glasses. They're on your head. Have you ever done that where you're talking to somebody on your phone, blah, 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 and then you're walking around your room going, where did I put my phone? I don't see my phone. And then you're like, "Buh." You know things are starting to go. A plumber shot. I don't know, man. All my T-shirts are shrinking. They're all shrinking up. How's everybody doing? Hi, Peter Pandemic. How are you doing this morning? Brent Lance. I don't especially a special person living 20 minutes from my house. Special persons. What? Hey, Monchichi, it's Saturday. And Chuckalug Doug's birthday's again. Every day is his birthday. Well, every day is your birthday, I guess. You're 52 and 3 months and 2 days, right? Dave, you crack me up when you get mixed up. Detective Rockford's in the house. I can't see Rockford as usual. I don't know. Let me punch up the chat here on my the computer that I got running here, so I can see some of the other people. I don't know, man. It's just weird. If I watch it, I can see people, but I don't know. Who knows? Today is my cat's birthday. Oh, your cat's birthday. Good. Happy birthday to Chuggalug Doug's cat. They say 6 feet apart is fine. I can read the dumb guideline when you're, oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, here's my pet peeve. I have noticed this. I've noticed this, and it's really gross. When I'm on like the hiking trails, some of the asphalt trails and stuff, guys, I think especially like to spit. I don't know what they do. They're running and they, and you'll see, phlegm. I've always noticed that and never given it much thought. But come on, guys. In this day, and you see that occasionally on the street, you're walking around and there's like, what is that? It's, okay, I realize that, gosh, some dudes, you don't see too many women spitting, but guys tend to do it, especially runners. They're running, and I guess they get a little bit of, this, and in allergy season, you get a little bit of that crap in the back of your throat. Don't do that. All right. If you're out running around today in this day and age, do not do that. That's not nice. Oh, we got some messages deleted. I'm going to start having to block some people here. If my wretches be earning my wretches, they'd be earning stacks today. Yeah, I know, Manchichi. I don't know, man. You see that a lot. I do notice that when you go like on an area where there are a lot of joggers and runners, you don't see too many hikers spitting. But for some reason, runners like to do that. I guess because they're really puffing and and then you'll see them, and it's like, no, I don't want to step on that. And then I don't know if you're contagious, and it's like gross. Oh. So anyway, that's my pet peeve today. The wrenches. So Noreen's here and Doxy's here. Hey, RV Butterfly. Hey, Brian. How are you doing? Oh, man. Diane is here. Nice to see you. Mark H. Post-it notes. Stay sticky. How is Barb? Barb is doing well. I mean, she's obviously under a lot of stress. I chatted with her several times this week, and she is okay. She's in good health. That's the most important thing. She's an ER nurse down in Athens, and she said it's very, very crazy. Her work is crazy. The hospital's crazy. They change the rules every 5 minutes, and she's under a lot of stress, but physically, she says she's in good health. And she also said that the reason she's just not watching a lot of YouTube now. She said she really wants to back away from it. And especially my channel with all the different controversies and the trolls and everybody's crazy comments. She said she just is backing away from that. She does watch some other channels, but she says it's nothing. She just says, so, I don't know. Again, she usually works Saturdays. these days. She usually pulls weekend shifts. She was working yesterday. She may be working today. So anyway, check out the t-shirt. Craig told me to wear this t-shirt, by the way. He did. Who made this t-shirt? I forget who made this t-shirt for me. Was this Rockford? Did Mr. Rockford make this shirt? He always makes me some of the kookiest shirts. So anyway, how are you doing? I got to hand it to my housemate here. Greg, not Craig. Greg. This is not a lie. This is the true story. He needed some groceries this morning, so he got up early and went over to the Ingalls. Ingalls is one of the local West North Carolina market chains. They're actually very good. I think they're based in Asheville. But anyway, he went over there and got a couple things, and he noticed they actually had TP. They actually did. And I saw him come in with his bags and, the single roll. He bought one single roll of TP for 99 cents. And I said, oh, they had TP. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, why didn't you get like a 4-pack or an 8-pack or something? He goes, I wanted to be a responsible citizen. So he bought one roll. What has Rockford sent you in the mail recently? Oh, Rockford sent me some really cool things. Okay, yeah, I'll show you. Actually, let me pull my shirt down. Rockford sent me some nice things. Where are they? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I asked Rockford to laminate a few things. He sent me a bunch of these. Aren't these cool? camodave. So I don't know. I wanted just one so I could kind of put it up on the wall, but he sent me a whole bunch of these, some in black and white and some in color. So I don't know. I don't know what I could write a little love note on here to somebody and send this off to somebody. I don't know. I'd have to charge a lot for these because I only have a couple of them, but that's the latest thing I got. And then he sent Svengoolie. He sent the Svengoolie picture to the Svengoolie picture. He sent it to me, and then I had to send it over to Craig. Craig got it a couple days ago, so that was autographed. Trader Joe's finally had TP, only single rolls though. Yeah, and then they're letting you only buy one roll, right? I don't know. People, come on, man. It is really silly. People are shopping like there's no tomorrow, and maybe there isn't one. Oh, that's right. That's a funny joke, Doxy. Dave's room is not full of what. Send me a picture, dollars. A picture and a pencil for Chimay. Yeah, I don't know, man. $100. No, I don't know. I haven't even thought about selling these off. Well, if you want one, let me know. camodave@gmx.com. We'll talk about it. But and then I have to get some more. Then we'd have to get more from the. Okay, I'm making it 50, 25. I don't know. Jeez, I haven't even thought of it. A good fundraiser for the channel. My YouTube income is down about 30%, by the way. I've been using a sponge more than paper towels. Ooh. Yeah, but those sponges, they get all stinky. You have to really rinse them out with some soap. The pencil yet. The pencils are, I need to get some, I was going to try sending some pencils, but I got to get some padded envelopes. They don't go, I can't put them in a regular envelope. It just doesn't work. They will be mailed this coming week. Okay, I've got a bunches of pencils in the mail. Johnny Carson did it. Yeah, there've been other toilet paper shortages. Johnny Carson mentioned it in his show back in '73, right? And then another fun topic that gets asked a lot is, what are you going to spend your Trump money on? Aquatics Live. You know what? I owe taxes this year. Okay. And it's nice. I don't have to pay them on April 15th, so I can wait till July 15th. But most, if not all of my wonderful surplus check or whatever it's called will go to pay my taxes. It's just the government sends it to me, and then I just send it right back. But luckily I can at least sit on the money if I get it. I don't know. Send me money, damn Damn Dave, I'm broke. Brian Parks. Hey, Robert the Traveler. Don Lemon said last night the worst is yet to come. I don't know, Keith. It depends on where you're living. I don't know. $20 PayPal for the autograph plate. Okay, so make it $30. Well, I only have a few of them. $30. If you want one of these, $30. Let me know, and then send me your address at camodave@gmx.com. Yeah, that's right. We need more. We got 12 likes now, huh? In our last live stream episode, Dave was trying to decide on lunch. Pizza won out. Yes, I did get a pizza last week. Yeah, the Buck's Pizza downstairs is still open. Although they've shortened their hours. They're closing on Mondays now for some strange reason. But other than that, I really like that place. They give me a discount. The pizza, their large pizzas are like $13, and they always charge me $9 something for them. So that's very nice. Hey Brian, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little scary here in Morganton. We've got a nursing home that's had a couple of COVID cases, plus some of the workers there have come down with it. I think we've got about 50 cases in this county now, 50 confirmed cases, which probably means we've got a lot more. But, I don't know. Everybody's just doing what they can do. The pizza joint wearing gloves and masks. No, they're not. They do have a couple of hand sanitizer things, and they did put up a plexiglass thing. All the stores now all have their plexiglass things up. The grocery stores, the health food store here, the pizza place, you walk in and there's a big plexiglass thing, and you just kind of, the one thing, again, I like the stores where you can put your own card in the thing. You don't have to give it to the checker person. Most stores, you just put it in, and then of course you have to hit a couple buttons and just pull it out. But some places you have to give it to the place, and they do something with it in the back, and then give it back to you. And then some of them give you a pay. I don't like, whatever. When deciding on lunch, the correct answer is always pizza and tacos. I said that. Let's see, pizza, burritos, hamburgers, and subs. Pizza, burrito, hamburger, sub. Pizza, burrito, hamburger, sub. That's my life. That's my diet. Pizza, burrito, hamburger, sub. That's right, Mark. I said that. So 50-some cases, right. If Evie brought Camo Dave a pizza, would that make her bi-coastal? That's right. Yeah, I look at the North Carolina numbers, and it's pretty much flattening the curve. The problem is now, that the people there, it's hitting like nursing homes and stuff, and those people need care and all that. And I don't know. I don't go around the street and hear anybody coughing. In fact, there's nobody out. I do go to the park every day because I do need to take my hike. And I will walk around the block a few times in the afternoons. There's a UPS store across the street that I go to check my mail, but that's right. So, but yeah, it's pretty empty out there. Now with Easter too, everybody's staying home. Yesterday was like there was nobody out at all. I think even though it was technically a work day, Good Friday is pretty much most people take the day off if they didn't already have the day off. No fear to track. My county still has 0 cases. Yeah, the neighboring county, Avery County, which is just north of us. Oh no, I mean there are a few counties in North Carolina, like up in the mountains, that have still no cases. But the other thing is too, we're the county seat. We have like a big hospital here, and so we're going to have more cases because there's a big hospital here in town. So if you're in a little rural county with no hospital, you probably. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, if you look at the numbers here in North Carolina, you have a 0.7 out of 100,000 people have actually passed away from this. And I think something like 70 out of 100,000 actually have it, but at least test positive. And they were saying too that a lot of people, that there are strains of coronavirus that have come through many times. A lot of times when you've had a bad cold, you've had a strain of coronavirus, and you can test positive and not even be sick and not even have this current virus. You may be immune. People, they do say that some people, perhaps a quarter of the people could be immune to this particular virus because of other flus they've had over the last couple of years. You don't know, you know. As I said, Barb and I were both really sick with some nasty bug back in May and June of last year. I mean, we had something awful. She was sick for 6 or 7 weeks, and I was sick for almost the entire month of June. And it was nasty. And I don't know, we never, she got, obviously somebody came into the hospital and gave her that. And who knows, and Justin Credible said he was sick with what he thinks is corona back in February. And there have been people now that say there was a wave of flu that came through Southern California back in December and November. Yeah. Again, like any flu virus, most of the people that pass away from it are, older folks or have underlying medical conditions. I don't know. 5 states have no lockdowns. 3 of them operate in the black. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to pay for propane at Tractor Supply with a card without even going into the store. That's a good idea. Yeah. They say, though, if you wear a mask, make sure you keep it clean, okay? Because a dirty mask they said that some of these homemade masks are made of fabrics and stuff, and the masks can get all kind of dirty and sweaty, and you get, you breathe in, and it's a lot of water vapor in your breath, and that gets into the mask. And then if you let the mask sit and don't wash it frequently, it can get dirty, and you can get bacteria, and even viruses can grow in the mask. So if you are using a mask, particularly one that's a homemade one, make sure you have several and keep them clean. Throw them in the wash. Probably a good idea when you do your laundry to toss your mask in too. If it, probably should be able to be washable, or at least give it a good soapy soaking in the sink, because you don't want to wear a dirty, stinky mask. That's not a good thing. That's Dave. Dave recommends. I was sick in July after we left Yellowstone. Lots of Chinese tourists. Maybe last June or May, there was a Chinese lady at the hospital that Barb's at, and maybe she brought it in. I don't know. You don't know. Don't lick your fingers when you turn the page. What do you think about YouTuber getting a real job? Forrest, I don't know. It's up to the YouTuber. I think a lot of them are probably unemployable. If you're pushing 40 years old and you haven't worked in 10 years, good luck on getting a job. They're going to look at your resume and go, what have you been doing the last 10 years? Well, I've been on YouTube. Yeah, okay, right. You should wash your mask every time you go out. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Diesel. Hey, gal Charlotte, how are you doing? I bought 12 fabric masks. That's a good idea. Wear the mask so you can rotate them. Yeah. Spray with 91% rubbing alcohol. Yeah. A dirty mask is better than no mask at all. I don't know. If it's a dirty mask, you're going to be getting bacteria and viruses right smack there in your face rather than, I don't know. I think a dirty mask, if it's a dirty mask, probably no mask is better than a dirty mask. But we can debate that if you want. I have some industrial masks unused from past year. Hate to clean them with Clorox. Ew. Yeah, I don't know. They actually said they've actually had people admitted to the emergency rooms because they're like scrubbing down with bleach and they're not diluting the bleach. So they're breathing in bleach, breathing in fumes from bleach and other cleaners, and it's actually making them sick. And they've actually had a number of cases at ERs lately from people, too much bleach. You're supposed to dilute bleach. You're supposed to dilute the bleach. Don't use it full strength, and especially don't breathe it in full strength. If you get the fumes from bleach, that's not good, and that'll make you sick. In fact, that can cause some of that horrible lung stuff, breathing in bleach fumes. Yeah. So you don't want to, man, you ordered masks. Hopefully they'll be here by Christmas. Will YouTube's selective enforcement of their own rules be their demise? I don't know, Ziggy. What am I drinking? I got some PG Tips tea this morning. That's right. My BS cup. My CBS cup. I'm trying to find a Zorro mask to wear to Wallywood. Hey, Janice Lala, how are you doing? Matt, nice to see you. I've had my mask for years. Exotic wood dust is toxic. Yeah, well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone tried buying masks at like I was gonna say hose. What do I do? That mixing Loan Depot and hose. Has anybody tried buying masks there? You know, you buy those kind of masks you wear when you're like, sanding wood or crushing stones or something. Travels with Doodah, you'll stick to being a chef. Yeah, the money is way down. I've noticed pretty much 30%. If I look at January 2019 to January 2020, my subs are up, my views are up, but my revenue is down about 30%. But I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I got I will be getting hopefully my stimulus check. I don't know. My taxes, I always pay with a check because I always owe. So I just, I fill out my taxes on TurboTax, and then it just says I will mail the check in on the 15th of April. And that's what I do. Now I don't have to mail the check into the 15th of July. So that's cool. So I don't have them take money in or out of my bank account. But I do have Social Security now. I am getting old. So I do have that money sent directly to my bank account. So who knows whether I'll get a paper check or who knows? I don't know. I've seen all these channels where everybody says, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Who knows? I don't know. PG tips. Yeah. Hey, Noreen, you sent me some PG tips, right? I'm getting a little low on the PG tips, by the way, folks. The virus dies on fabric in 24 hours. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea too. If you leave your mask, say, on the dashboard and let it get real hot, and just leave it in the car, and then they say the sun kills off the virus too. So leaving it in a hot car is probably will get rid of it. Social Security people should be paid first. I hope so. Sunny girl, good morning. Dave, Doxy, Noreen, and all. Yeah, Barb was mailing out masks to us all. I think Sunny Girl was on the list. I don't know. Did Barb send you some masks? I know Noreen was on the list and the Doxy was on the list. I didn't check my mail yesterday, so I probably got them there. That's a good question, Mark. Why are Social Security people getting a stimulus? They have not suffered a loss or decrease of income. I don't know. The politicians need the votes, I guess. They're thinking about November. Hey, we better give those old folks I don't know, man. Hey, Frank Costello, how are you doing? I got to call Frankie. He was having a special procedure yesterday. I want to see how that went, his procedure. So he's up and around this morning. Good to see you, Frankie. One-way traffic lanes in grocery stores. What is the deal with that? Yeah, I've heard of that. What is the deal? Oh, I don't quite understand why they're doing that. I do understand why they're limiting the amount of people in the store, but why a one-way? What's the deal with passing? So you're not passing anybody? I guess that's better. Okay, I get it, for social distancing. Then you can stay 6 feet behind the person in front of you. Whereas if you're two-way, then you have to come close to them. Yeah, I get it. I think I get it. I just figured it out. Has your mail become infectious? I don't know. I really think your chance of getting a virus from a piece of mail is pretty slim. Getting low on PG tips. I am. The supplement I was getting from my Roth IRA has disappeared, so the Trump check will be a big help. Yeah, it's the Trump check. Is that what it's called now? The Trump check. I pick up all my mail on Sundays only. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's true. Just, let the mail pile up a few days. Don't check it every day. I don't know. When will they cut the internet? The Chinese will buy everything. Yeah. Well, That could be it. Maybe now that these companies are all being devalued, and now, the Chinese will now buy all our companies up, and then all of a sudden they'll, control us. They don't have to invade us, just buy up all the companies, I don't know. I'll tell you something. When I was a kid, 10 years old, we were landing on the moon. We were, I was very optimistic about the future. That things are going to get better. They're going to be cool. We're going to be on Mars. We're going to be flying cars in a few years. Everything was, nuclear power was going to mean we didn't have any smokestacks anymore. It was really like a positive time. I feel sorry for kids today. I really, really do. I feel sorry for a 10-year-old kid today, because I look at the future and I'm going, it don't look so bright. It really doesn't, I don't know. It looks like Big Brother, George Orwell. It looks scary. It doesn't look like optimism. It looks like we're all going to be on lockdowns with lots of viruses around, and, foreign governments are going to control us. And I don't know. Some states are mandating that Lowe's, Target, Walmart not sell TVs, clothing. They can only sell essential items. Really? So what? That's kind of weird. Then what? They got to go through the store and rope off certain areas. You can't buy dinner plates, or you can't buy baby shoes, or you can't buy what is boots. I mean, boots, is that in the same? If you've got holes in your boots, you're going to need boots. I don't know. That's getting a little bit nanny state. Going through the stores and saying can't buy a phone. A phone to me is an essential item. If you're hunkering down at home and your TV goes out, can't buy a new TV. I don't know. That's silly. It's getting silly. We're getting politicians now that are going into, and what else can we regulate now? Come on. The store stays open or the store closes, but I think that's getting silly, and that's what's got. I tend to be a libertarian. Government, just stay out of my way, and now we're getting ultra regulations. Have to close down the aisles. I don't know, Noreen, what states are they doing that in? I haven't heard that in North Carolina. I've been in Walmart last week or so, and I didn't notice any aisles closed. Toys roped off, but sporting goods are okay. Grocery okay. Paint and gardening supplies okay, but no toys. So if your kids are home, they don't have school, they're going crazy and they're bored, I think a toy would be an essential thing. Honestly, jeez. A radio. I mean, we need a radio so you can listen to the bulletins. You need a computer. That's an essential. That's how you get the news, the TV. You need a television set. How you all watch, Governor Cuomo every after Governor Cuomo show. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's silly. I do think that's silly. Prices on everyday items have increased tremendously for people on social. That is true. That's very true, Gene. So I'm certainly not against Social Security recipients getting their checks. Wow, Chinese own more than 60% of Africa now. I think so. I think apple juice. I think we're seeing some big changes in our country, and I think we're getting very, very close to that world government. I think, in a couple of years, there's going to be a world government. I really do, and the Svengoolie pre-show, bring money. I haven't decided yet. Well, I'm doing an evening chat. We'll see what my friend does this evening. If I get the apartment open, I can still do my chat from here, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I don't know, man. I honestly, I could understand restrictions on stores, but I cannot honestly see why they need to keep places like Best Buy closed and stuff. If Best Buy, they say, okay, we've got 10,000 square feet and we're going to only allow 20 people in the store at any time, and we're sanitizing everything. And, I don't see a problem with regular stores opening. I don't have a problem with that. What are they going to do in grocery stores then? What they should, candy, that's not an essential. They should shut down the candy aisle, the products, Coca-Cola, that's bad for you. It's got too much sugar in it. We should shut the soda pop aisle. That's not essential. We should shut that one down. Beer, we should shut that one down. You don't need beer. Come on. I mean, we can only buy certain things, Jeez Louise. Cookies, potato chips, they're not essential. Let's shut those aisles down. I mean, yeah, I can see that. And somebody at the state capitol, we're now what we can sell at grocery stores. No potato chips, no marshmallows, no cookies. I mean, it's getting silly now. We'll come in and arrest you if you sell cookies. We've just jailed somebody for 2 years for selling cookies at a grocery store. Oh, man. Curbside pickup, yeah. Yeah, but their business has got to be way down, right? You can't go in the store and look at anything. Senior Dave, can you ask the Camo 8-ball if we'll be stimulated by my president today? All right. Let me go get the 8-ball. We'll ask it a few questions. Pull down the T-shirt. Where's the 8-ball? Where's the 8-ball? 8-ball. Where? Oh, there's the 8-ball. There's my Lou mask. Got my Lou mask. Got my Lou mask. I got my Lou mask. I got my Lou mask. What happened to Lou? I haven't seen Lou in a while. I'm going to tuck my beard up under my Lou mask. There you go. Where's Lou? Whatever happened to Lou? Lou. Hello. I was in the mailroom yesterday. We have a little mailroom here in the apartment complex. And I was picking up my mail, and a lady came in, and we kind of looked at each other and flinched like, yeah, there's not enough room in this mailroom for two of us if we have to stay 6 feet apart. We kind of laughed at each other like, oh, I went like, ugh. She went like, ugh. Okay. What are we going to ask? What are we going to ask about? I forget what the question was now. I made a mask out of my wife's bra. Will we be stimulated by the president? Will we be stimulated by the president's press conference today? And the answer is yes. It said yes. Does anybody want to see? Cameraman Kevin had a very interesting video. Did anybody watch his latest video? He's very introspective in it. He was talking about how people send dog toys for his 3 dogs, and he'll just get a package where someone, I guess, just sends the toys. They're not wrapped or anything. They've maybe been used, or maybe they don't have a dog anymore. They mail them to his mailing office. I think it's in Las Vegas or somewhere in then they have to mail it to him, and then he pays for that postage wherever he is. So they mail stuff to his mail forwarding service, and then he then has to pay to have everything shipped to him wherever he is, in Arizona or Montana or wherever. So he's paying money to have all this stuff shipped to him. And then it's junk that he doesn't want. It's dog toys that are, he doesn't trust. He just said he doesn't trust people to send him stuff that's unwrapped. Okay. He doesn't know if somebody's tampered with it. And, there are trolls out there. So he will accept stuff that's shipped straight from Amazon, comes straight from Amazon, and it's wrapped. But he won't accept like dog toys from people that are just mailing stuff to him. Does Dave have a fever? Outlook not so good. I guess that's that good. Will Dave get a girlfriend? My sources say no. Hey, 8-ball. Travels with Duda. I'm debating making a run to Colorado. I can sleep in the camper van outside the dispensaries in Trinidad. Oh, you want that CBD stuff or whatever. E-begging has gotten worse. Every few years, someone new is going to take over America. Geez Louise, we're too unruly. I don't know. I do think we've already, please follow and review Bubba's Van Life. All right. Send me Gun Glutton. Send me the link at camodave@gms.com so I'll remember that. I don't know. I just, yeah, as I said, was starting to say earlier, I just feel sorry for kids today. I think the world is becoming a much more scary place than it was when I was a kid. No, even when I was a kid, yeah, we were worried about nuclear war. We were worried about the Russians, and we thought, I mean, that was very true. Even in the 60s and 70s, nuclear war with the United States and Russia was definitely something we all thought about. I guess there's always something. There's always a war going on or something scary. So I don't know. But I do look at the long-term future of the world, and I kind of think, certainly for privacy's sake and freedom's sake, I think we're really taking some big hits. This channel is, maybe YouTube should do that. Shut down all the non-essential channels. Non-essential, this television network has been deemed non-essential. We're shutting home and garden TV down. The Food Network will be shut down as non-essential. You can only turn on your TV and watch official government-approved essential programming. We're going to be like North Korea. That channel is non-essential. MTV, Bravo, a non-essential. And every channel, you just have the same thing on. There's the president and Dr. Fauci. We'll have a new channel. Will be the Dr. Fauci channel, just 24/7 Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci upgrades his kitchen. That would be funny. Dr. Fauci drives behind head of the garbage truck looking for recyclables in people's garbage. Dr. Fauci, fashion model. Dr. Fauci cooks. Yeah, that would be a good one. What's Dr. Fauci cooking today? I still want to do Microwave Dave. I still want to do that. Okay, let's see here. Let's punch a little hole in the plastic covering, all right, and then put it in for 6 minutes. And then okay, and wait, and then bring it out, and then we'll say, this is what the box looked like, this is what the product looked like, and then rip the plastic covering off and let it cool, and then we'll eat it. Eddie Murphy joke about the welfare hamburgette. Oh, I don't remember that. Hey, Betty. Hey, thank you for the nice card the other day. Betty sent me a real nice card. I appreciate that. Thank you. I am more afraid of tornadoes than the virus. Yeah, well, the real virus is communism. I don't think it's so much. I think it's control. I think governments want to control you. I think that's more it. Every government, no matter who they are, is going to control. I think in another 100 years, you'll be living in China, you'll be living in America, you'll be living in the Czech Republic, and it won't matter. Everybody will have the same government. There will be a world government for the common good. George Orwell was right. He was right. He just got the year wrong. He should have made it, 2034 and not 1984. But he was right. He knew it was coming, and we're almost there now. People will be wanting that. We want the common good preserved. We want, oh yeah, we're already there. People gripe about sitting on their couch. They've not lived. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Miss Red Herring, you're very right. Because when we were kids, I'm thinking, you tend to repress the negative emotions. And it's true. The Vietnam War was going on. People were getting drafted. There were riots in the streets. We were worried about the Russians attacking us. Yeah, there was a lot of nasty stuff going on back then that we don't necessarily have today. So yeah, and I think of, wasn't that great being a kid back in 1969 or something? And yeah, we were landing on the moon and stuff, but there was a lot of nasty stuff going on then too. So, I guess put it all in perspective. Sign up for your RGHT chip. Promote my t-shirt. That's right. Anyway, the sky is falling. My YouTube revenue's down 30%. Bernie dropped out because his goals of locking everyone up and destroying the economy have been achieved. They're already doing it. That is another weird thing about this year. This is a presidential election year, and up until about a month ago, all the news was who's running and who's dropping out and what's Biden doing and now it's like, you haven't heard a word of it. It's almost like an afterthought. Bernie drops out. It's like, blah, 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 the virus news. And then at the very end, they go, oh, by the way, Bernie dropped out. Good night, everybody. Yeah, we went down into the 30s last night, Brary. It's really chilly. We're going to have a nice day today, but it's going to be only like 57 degrees here in Western North Carolina. And then tomorrow, rain all day. It's going to be a very rainy, wet Easter. So I don't know. I'm not a big Easter person. I'll have a ham sandwich, put some nice mustard on it. That's about it. If things were normal, I'd be up at my sister's this weekend up in Manassas, Virginia, and we'd probably be doing something for Easter tomorrow. But they'd be coming back from Disney tomorrow morning, and then we'd have like a nice Easter dinner. So no, I'm not. I'm fine. I just put a Matt, I don't know. It's parody. It's parody. My doctor said, wear this shirt today. I don't know. Ziggy. My brother was scared about being drafted in the war. If you were an able-bodied male with no job, they could draft you. So everybody was scared to be fired. Well, yeah, they had deferments and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I lucked out on the draft. I did not have to ever register or do anything. I think the rule was they got rid of the draft for a while. Then they had the selective service where you had to do the registering, but it only applied to guys that were born in 1960 or later. And I was born in 58. So I never even had to register. But that was scary. I remember that. Remember they had the lottery and, they put all the days of the year in this lottery and then they picked days. And if that was your birthday, you knew, they say, these are the ones we're calling up first. And it would be February 9th, July 31st, and September 12th. And if those were your birthdays, you knew you were going to get called. That was scary. That was creepy. The stopping of sales for non-essential items is only for 2 weeks. It's because Dr. Birx, 2 weeks to come. Yeah, I don't know. Who is taller, Dr. Fauci or Dr. Fauci is, he's about a foot shorter than Donald Trump. He's like, whoa, you got to stand on some phone books. All right, going to go paint the fence for the 46th time this week. Sprays. It's a good time to do stuff like that, right? Go do some chores around the house, do some fixing up around the house, painting, cleaning, reorganizing things. My sister's always one of those people that when she's all nervous, she'll just rearrange the furniture. And it's like every time, I'm going to move the TV over here and I'm going to put and then you go into the room and then all the furniture is rearranged. And then the next day it's all in a different place again. And the next day it's like, people do that. I don't know. I need to go through my big boxes over here of YouTube stuff and go through them. I've got boxes of memorabilia over here. I could go through that. That would be a nice thing to do on a rainy Easter day. I don't know. How did I miss the draft? My family's been very lucky. My dad was in between Korea and Vietnam. Hey, thank you, Brary. Aww. I'll get a nice ham sandwich and a nice thing of hot mustard. And maybe some macaroni salad. That would be good. Maybe some pineapple slices. Yeah, that would be good. And I've got to get some of those already made deviled eggs. I don't know how to make deviled eggs. I'll just buy the kind that are already in the little packages. What was I don't even remember what I was saying. Going bar hopping. Oh, how did I miss the draft? Yeah, my dad was in between Korea and Vietnam. Even though he got drafted, he was not in any war. With Tim Conway, that's right. Recap. My dad was in the Fort Lewis, Washington State with Tim Conway. My granddad was in between 1 and 2, World Wars 1 and 2. He was one of those guys that had to walk around the town and make sure everyone had their blackout. He was a blackout marshal or something. He had to walk around the town and make sure your blackout curtains, they couldn't see, And then I was in, I came after Vietnam. I was, Vietnam had ended, in 74, and I was 18 in 76. So I missed that too. So, my family's been fairly lucky. I think Dave just said you had to be born 1960 or later, and he was born in 58, so he ended up too old. Yeah, I never had to register. They have the registering. I think kids still have to do that today, don't they? The boys have to do your register on Social Security. I think they still have that. You just fill out the form in case they need to do the draft someday. Boil eggs for 14 minutes and then squirt mustard on them and sprinkle black pepper. Yeah, that'll clean out your sinuses. And then I'll be coughing. Coughing all this hot stuff out of my throat, and then they'll knock on my door and, "You've been coughing, you must quarantine yourself." Is Vegas completely closed now? I was looking at the Miracle Mile on the map. I was looking at a map of Vegas yesterday, and a lot of the stores at the Miracle Mile a lot of the restaurants are still offering takeout. So I don't think it's totally closed, but the casinos and stuff are. Oh, in 68, my parents hadn't even met. I'm circa 76. Yeah, my parents got married in 56, I think it was. 1956. And then I was born in 58. My sister was born in 1959. We usually have turkey for Easter, but DH got one of the valuable hams at the local butcher shop. Good. Go to a pig farm and just get your own pig. I don't know. Apple juice, yeah. I think Vegas will recover. I think, those are big. I mean, I read Planet Hollywood is filed for bankruptcy protection. They have that big casino out there. I don't know. I think the small stores are what's going to get really hurt. The Walmarts, Targets, grocery stores, they'll weather through this. But the small stores, your local little restaurants and the little gift shops and stuff like that in your little town, a lot of those are going to go out of business, I'm afraid. The casinos are closed. Yeah. Well, again, if they could do social distancing and say, okay, I think the square footage thing is a good idea. But then again, you're touching things. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to make hand sanitizer, but it came out Jell-O shots. Yes, no fear to track. I voted in every presidential election since 1976, and you can guess who I voted for. Jimmy Carter's still around. Good Lord, he's what, 90-something? He's still around. He's a trooper, isn't he? Yeah, Austin, full liquor stores and gun stores are all open. They're important. How can you imagine if they go to the Walmart? They sell guns in a lot of Walmarts, and can you imagine if they rope that off as non-essential? Oh my God, people will be rioting. Casinos closed in Kansas, and I heard the Indian casinos in Oklahoma. Yeah, we checked the Blue Water Casino there in Parker, Arizona, where a lot of the nomads go. That's closed too, at least through the month of. PayPal. Somebody sent me. Did Jamie Rockford send me some PayPal? Oh, thank you. Yeah, get my little PayPal alerts on here. Mr. Bill. Thank you, Mr. Bill. Oh, there's another one. Now let's see. Well, let me punch. I got to punch these up and do some thank yous. Thank you for being a friend. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a PayPaler. You couldn't pay me to go on a cruise right now or even the new year. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do a cruise. Oh, no, not get stuck on one of those boats where somebody's sick. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you very much, James Rockford. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy and James Rockford, thank you so much. Tracy's got a good channel, Trippin' Tracy. I'm really enjoying her channel. I chatted with her on the phone the other day. She's a nice lady. Watch her channel, Trippin' Tracy. She's in Georgia lately. I think she's where her sons live, somewhere near Savannah, and she's getting her vehicle all fixed up. And so she wants to do some traveling. It's very true, Ziggy. Now Vietnam is quite the desirable location for many Americans. It's like the Philippines. It's very true. Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam now. Yeah. Even Cambodia has kind of become one of those countries. A lot of American guys that are, down on their luck, they have some money. You have to have money. If you're going to meet a beautiful Filipina or a Vietnamese chick or a young Thai lady, you better have some money, okay? You don't want to go over there broke. Yeah, Ms. Red Herring. Yeah. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah, Ellen made me a camo blanket. It's supposed to come in the mail today, so we'll see. Diesel Max, I applied for my passport renewal in February, and I'm still waiting to receive it. Said it takes over 2 months. I do have a passport that expired in 2016, and I read up that they said as long as your expired passport is no longer is still not over 5 years old, you can still just renew it simply and then I have to apply again. So luckily I had until like 2021. I had another year. So luckily I did. So it's like $111, $110, and I mailed it in. And so Rockford's a blind viewer. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the passport office is still working and I'll get my I would love to go to British Columbia, Diesel Max. Yeah, I should have my passport soon, any day in the mail. I'm looking for it. I also have my real ID. When I got my North Carolina driver's license, I got the real ID. So now the planes aren't flying. I'll be able to fly with just my driver's license. But if the planes aren't flying, what good is that? Illinois' dandruff is ready. You always have to have money, Dave. Yeah. I would love to go to British Columbia. I've seen all these videos, Justin Credible and Van City Van Life and good old. I'd love to go visit Line Screw, Always keep at least $1,000 in cash and a full gas tank. Yeah, I think having a little stash of cash around is a good idea. You never know. Can't hurt. I lost my passport in the last couple moves. I've got to do a lost reissue. That's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal to get a lost passport replaced as long as you're not in a big hurry. Then they do have, overnight, they have places where you can go and get real fast service. But, if you don't have, take a couple months to do it, pay a fee or something, but it's not that big of a deal. I checked flights the other day, $50 Charlotte to Orlando. That's good. That's very good. Are they still flying? I mean, Adam the Woo is flying. If you can find a flight, I don't know. That's right. Travels would do that. Yeah, you need to have an emergency fund, and you need money. I mean, you need money for everything, right? In the closet. It's right under my bed. I don't know. That is one thing I have stopped doing, and that is paying cash. Okay, I'm usually a cash person. I don't like to, I don't like to use my cards only on certain things, and I really try to just be a cash person. And I don't want to spend cash. I don't want to get change and deal with that. I don't want to do that. They give you all these like winky dollars that are all dirty, and then a bunch of pennies. And I'm doing the card everywhere now. It's get your hand sanitized. I saw a lady with a hand sanitizer rubbing her card down. I don't know if that's necessary. 44 thumbs up. That's right. My son found $100 when he was out for a walk yesterday. Wow. When I lived in Reston, Virginia, there was a bank. I had to go under a highway. They had an underpass, and then there was a bank there, and then there was a big shopping center. And I don't know how many times I found cash flowing in that area around the bank. There was an ATM there that was a drive-through ATM. And on a windy day, I don't know, the money would go flying. And there were quite a few times I would find, there's a 20 floating around here. I found that quite a few times, that people would drop money or they'd get out of the bank. And they would get their money out of the bank. And then they put it in their pocket or in the grocery store, and then they put it in their pocket. It would fall out of their pocket. You could walk around that grocery store parking lot near the bank, and there were many, many times when you would find like money. I invested in Tesla at $60 a share. I don't know if you want to check that. My cash smells like Lysol. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not worth the cash. Pay dirt. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? You getting through all this crazy stuff? I don't know. Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, it would be nice to be down in Florida and going out on the beach, that realizing that nice hot sun is going to kill all the virus. Yeah, I don't know. Parking lot. No, I wasn't stealing money. It was money that was found money on the ground. Bleach washing all your money. Yeah, they got to. What's a good way to wash your money? Yeah, you can do change is easy. Just put some alcohol or something and rub it all in that and let it sit out. Dollar bills. What's a good way to cleanse a dollar bill? Hang it in the shower and spray it with Lysol or something and let it dry. I don't know. I just rather use the card and be done with it. Yeah, Ellen, I don't know. Stimulus is supposed to post on Wednesday. I wouldn't sit and look, it's going to take a while to send out checks to millions of people or send out payments. I don't know. There's going to be a website. The IRS is going to have a website up where, you can check on the status of your payment. So good luck on reaching that. I guarantee if you try to reach that stupid site when they start it, the wheel will spin forever. Microwave your bills. Can you really do that without breaking your microwave? I've heard of people breaking their microwave by just running it with not anything in it. But yeah, and then dollar bills in your pants pocket, and then they come out all shriveled up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Send Dave cash. I launder all my money through Costa Rica. I filled a small plastic tub up with water and a quarter cup of bleach. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Deb. Just let the money get wet and get bleachy water and then just put it out in the sun to dry. That would work. Set your money on fire. I would think just, lay your money out somewhere on a table and just hit it with a little spray of Lysol or something, and then flip it over and that'll probably be enough. Or just leave the money out in the sun for a couple of days. Don't stick it in your wallet. I don't know. I'm a double-baked couch potato. Oh, I gotta find. Yeah, I really haven't. I love Vietnamese food. I love Vietnamese food. The crispy, the chickeny stuff I love that stuff. Yeah. I gotta find. I haven't had a really good burrito. I need to get down to the burrito place here in Morganton and get a burrito. Maybe I'll do that today. I had a zero deposit from the Treasury show up on my checking account yesterday. I've had that happen too. They're probably confirming. They probably confirm your bank account. That's very interesting. I've had the same thing happen in the last couple of weeks. A zero deposit from the Social Security or whatever. I've had that happen too. I think they're just checking to see that they may be confirming that your banking information is there. I don't know. Do they get a kickback? Yes, this worked. I don't know. I scrub all my money with my ex-girlfriend's toothbrush. Oh, Matt, that's awful. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. So how's everybody doing? Okay, got some what's this today? I got some interesting calls. I'm going to call people back. I got to call some people back. Oh dear. Oh my. The U.S. Postal Service says mail. It's worse than the virus, actually. The U.S. Postal Service says the mail volume has dropped so much. People are so scared of getting letters and sending letters that they'll run out of money pretty soon. Send Dave some Easter dinner. That's right. Interesting. You're about to be forgiven of your debts and get a check. I don't know, man. Paper money tests positive for more germs than a public toilet seat. Oh, my God. Travels with Duda. Give me your phone number in a email message at camodave@gmx.com. Okay. Well, I'll write it. See if I can remember it. Travels with Duda is 31652. I don't even know if that's your number. It's probably some old lady down the street. Duda. All right. I'll try to give you a call later today. All right. I've gotten quite a lot of text messages. Again, I get overwhelmed. I will be calling people back later today. Who's been calling me? Rocky in Portland. I need to call you back. You call me. I'm not here, and then I call him. I got a call from 830 in Texas. I got a call from 619 in California. So those are my latest calls. I will call you back this afternoon when I'm out hiking around. And as far as the massages going, what do we got? Some text messages. We got we got the 210 area code. Sent me a whole bunch of YouTube links. Richie from Boston. All right, but Richie, I'll give you a call back. Oh, here's another one. Richie from Boston with an 830 area code. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So I'll get you back, get you called back. Thankfully, I gotta charge my phone. It's almost battery dead. Putting on the Ritz. Taco. Remember Taco? Is he still around? You're mostly in your jammies every year. Some people don't even get out of their pajamas anymore, right? I don't know. I go nuts. If I can't get outside, I go nuts. I really do. I have to get outside. Even if it's raining, I can't sit in the house all day. I can't do that. I'll go crazy. And I find it really difficult on a rainy day if it's really heavy rain because, I'll just go stir crazy. I'm not the kind of person that can just sit around the house all day. So I need to get my walk in. I go to the park. There's a park about 2 miles away from here, and I stay away from everybody else. I park way off in the corner of the lot and just do a hike around the park. Nomadic fanatic. Again, with nomads that want to raise money, whether it's with AdSense, whether it's with PayPal, whether Patreon, whether it's selling T-shirts or other merch, nobody's forcing you to do anything. Really? It's a free country so far as we know. So, there's no law saying you have to give anybody any money or anything. You don't have to throw any money at anybody. Do whatever you'd like. If you enjoy somebody, if you like their channel, if you watch them every day, if they mean something to you, what's wrong with sending them some money or signing up for their PayPal? I don't know. There's no law. You got to do it, and that's about it. I'm I believe, and one reason I haven't done Patreon is because I don't want some of my material only to be seen by people that pay. Okay. I want all my stuff everybody can watch my stuff. You don't have to pay. You can watch it. That's fine. That's cool. That's the way I think. I've very often thought about starting a Patreon channel. But what I'm going to put crotchy outtakes on it or no, I just think you can send me some bucks if you want to do that. That's cool. I'm not going to say no, but at the same time, all my stuff is available for free and you can watch it and not have to pay either. And that's fine. Okay. Either way, you make the decision. If you think I'm worth a few bucks, if you enjoy watching my stuff, send me some money. If you don't think I'm worth something, if you don't want to send me money, that's fine too. But you can enjoy my stuff, okay? I'm not going to take something and stick it over here behind a pay barrier. Oh, you can only see it or you can only get it if you pay me. No, I don't want to do that. Call AG Wentworth 877 cash now. Yeah, I've seen those ads. Cash now. I got cash. And they got the title to my car. My sister did that once. She did a title loan, and like midnight, there's the tow truck out in the parking lot. She's like, I don't know, man. Patreons start getting possessive. They think they will send you $5 a month and then they own you. That's another reason what Boom Bubble Buster Pete. Yeah. They, you know, I don't want to be beholden to anybody. I don't mind you sending me suggestions for covering certain things or doing certain things. That's totally fine. But if you're sending me $20 a month and then you feel like you kind of like, well, look, I'm sending you $20 a month. I want you to cover this channel, you know. Patreon folks want to call your content. Want to call your content. Your content. Victor's still laid off. Victor's scared. I would be scared too. I don't know. What's worse, the virus? What's worse, the virus or the economic collapse? I don't know. They're pretty bad either one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, in a country right now, we're taking bad and we're making it worse. I don't know. I think there's ways of doing sane things like, you know, keeping stores open. If it's okay to keep a grocery store open and do social distancing and only allow a certain amount of people in the store and hand sanitizer, if that's okay, then why can't we have a Best Buy open, or why can't we have a Ross open or something? If, you know, they only let 20 people in at a time. And I don't know, you know, I mean, we're putting people out of work that maybe shouldn't be put out of work, you know? I don't know. No, Doc Senior, I'm not ever doing that, okay? I will not put my live streams only on Patreon. I do have a Patreon account, but I've never activated it. I always feel cringy doing it. Dave, I'm so scared, Dave. Yes, hug me, Matt. Kratzy always said, hug me, Dave. What's your opinion on Nomad saying a video is a job? Well, I mean, you know, that's okay. You know, I don't have a problem with people trying to live off of YouTube if they feel like they can do it, you know. I guess the only thing I have a problem with are when nomads or other people, you know, don't tell the truth. Okay. Oh, I don't know. If someone says my refrigerator's busted, I need a new fridge, can you send me some money? I don't have a problem with that. It's honest. If you don't want to send them money, you know, you lazy bastard, don't do it. That's fine. But if, you know, you feel like the channel's good and I'm going to send the guy some money and help him out with it, I have no problem with it as long as it's honest. If you say, you know, my so-and-so is broken down and it's not really broken down and you don't have a problem with it, it's already been fixed, and now you're saying it's broken down, yeah, I have a problem. If you're not going to tell the truth and you're trying to raise money, you know, you're trying to sell some bottled water cure for coronavirus at $50. That's fraud. That's a ripoff. If you're doing fraud and a ripoff, I don't have a, you know, if you just want to ask people for money to help you with even whatever, you know, I don't have any candy. I love candy and I can't afford candy. Can you send me some money for candy? Okay, you're at least honest. You know, if it's honest, you go, no, I'm not sending you money for candy. At least you're honest. As long as you're honest and upfront with somebody and you want to beg. Now, again, if your person's begging too much, don't watch them. Say goodbye, unsubscribe. If that bothers you, there's plenty other people to watch, okay? You know, if some guy comes on, does a live stream and, okay, I'll only do another 10 minutes if I get $100. You know, if he's doing stuff like that and he's turning red and he's angry and you think, you know, send him some money if you'll enjoy his channel, or don't send him any money. And if that really bugs you, then unsubscribe. You know, I mean, what do? You be the judge. Yeah. Brary, that was a guy, I'm not going to mention his name, and he comes on with this big sad story. Oh, my dog needs an operation. He hurt his leg. And then people send him a bunch of money. And then the next day he comes on and goes, oh, he took the dog into the vet and he doesn't need the operation. All right. What are you going to do now? Send all the donations back? That was definitely bordering on the not honest. Okay. Black Bugatti was talking about you on his live stream. What did he say, Victor? Oh, he talks about me every now and then. I like Mr. Lamont. I met him a couple years ago in Springfield, VA. Yeah, that's right. Like the guy inside the Walmart. I want some vodka. Send me some money. I do. At least you're honest. I want a drink. I'm, having the DTs out here. I need something. Yeah, what did he say? Camo Dave. Freedom Fred was the e-beggar supreme. I want candy. What's that song? That was a good song. Bow Wow Wow. Who did that song? I want candy. I grew up in Oceanside. I used to hang downtown with my friends during the Vietnam War in the late 60s. The place was packed with young Marines. Ooh. He said you should cover more relevant YouTubers and you would have way more subscribers. Yeah, he said that to me before. I don't know. I try to keep the channel as to what I like. Now, I do cover nomads that have more subscribers. I am covering the nomadic movement. I am covering Trenton Alley. I do cover Adam the Woo. I do cover people that have 200, 500, 300, 400,000 subs. Yeah, I do. But I want to keep the channel what I enjoy watching. I don't want to cover people that I can't stand just because they have a lot of subscribers, Thank you, Alan. $2 for the candy. Aw. You used to think the song was You're So Vain. That was Carly Simon, right? You're So Vain. And that was Mick Jagger doing the background vocals. That was Mick Jagger and Carly Simon on that video, that audio. I want candy. Aaron Carter. Yeah, well, I Want Candy. I think that was a British group, Bow Wow Wow or something. Do you watch Liz Amazing, her 4,000 Oh my gosh, your 4,000. Well, you better take control of you. $4,000 e-bike. Why are you driving around a $4,000 e-bike? Gunk wiped. Mechanic wipes gunk wiped. Man, I don't watch any van dweller with man buns. Yeah. That's that. Who's the guy? What's his name? Jordan there in the nomadic movement. I think he has the man bun, right? I don't know. Well, at least nomadic movement, they're staying in Panama, right? I think they're staying down there. So we had Trenton Alley. They hustled back from Argentina and are back in, they were back in Washington, D.C. to be with her parents. And now they're heading to Utah to be with his parents. So I don't know. I guess for the virus's sake, if I had to pick a place, Washington, D.C. or Utah, I think Utah would be a bit safer. Then we had Itchy Boots. Itchy Boots just took the flight out from Lima, Peru. So her little trip there of coming all the way up from Argentina, Alaska is pretty much off the board. Thank you, Sunny Girl. Vodka Fund. Oh, thank you. Oh, I need to get some more of my Skol vodka. It's good stuff. So anyway, Itchy Boots is now back in Netherlands. So she's home. So I'm glad. I was worried about her safety. So that's good. And what else? We got Nomadic Fanatic hunkering down with his friends there in the middle of the country. We got Elvis. Elvis is also heading to the Midwest. I think he's from Chicago, so he's probably heading back there. I also unsubscribed because Matt Nees and Eamon and Beckham because they were associated with him. Oh no. Janice Lala. Yeah, I don't know. Did you drink that case? My philosophy is, okay, that there are viruses all over, everywhere, all the time, for all these different things. And that's true. Bacteria, viruses, they're everywhere. And your body just fights them off, no big deal. The problem is when you get sick is when you get too much of something. You eat some bad food that has a whole lot of bad bacteria in it, then you get really sick. If you come in contact with a certain virus that somebody coughs in your face, or you get bombarded with it, or it gets into your throat and sits there for a while and congregates, then I think you get sick. I really think gargling several times a day with a good mouthwash like Listerine, or even, if you're having a drink, just pour a shot in your mouth, gargle, and swallow it, and then, then drink your fruit juice later. Don't mix it together. I honestly think that probably is not a bad idea, because whatever the viral count in your throat is probably knocks it down a bit. I don't think it kills corona, nothing, but it certainly can't hurt. I think there's a lot of things you can do now that can't hurt, that, who knows if they work or not, Just buy triple distilled grain alcohol and add a few drops of lemon juice. Oh. This type of virus is very, very strong, sadly, very dangerous. I don't think the virus is very, very strong, Betty. I think it's just very, very easy to spread. I think you have a virus now that is very easy to spread, that a lot of people don't have immunity for it, and there is no vaccine. So those 3 strikes against you. These are 3 things that are very important. And that means that when it hits a town or a city like New York, there's a sudden wave of cases, okay? If this virus was slower to spread, if some people had immunity to it, and probably some people do, and it didn't, didn't spread as fast and that kind of thing, then I think, it's the curve, Now, the problem with this virus is that all of a sudden you have a lot of older folks, you have a lot of people that are, not healthy, and you get a huge number of people that need to go to the hospital, and hospitals are just not, ready to handle that, Most people, you read the stupid press, most people have this virus and they get over it in a couple days. They get a sore throat, they get a cough, they get a fever, and then they're over it. Most younger people, most people in good health, it's not a particularly virulent virus, but, I don't know. Again, there's so many things being bombarded at us that some people get this. They don't even know they have it. Other people have immunity to it from past, coronaviruses are very common. A lot of colds are caused by coronaviruses. You could have had a cold 2 years ago and developed an immunity. You don't know, Anyway, so I think it's all just common sense. Stay home if you can, wash your hands, social distance, fewer trips out, especially to places like grocery stores and Walmarts. You got to do it occasionally, but don't do it every other day. Hey, Danny, 5, 6, 7. I think keeping clean. I think taking a shower every day, wash your clothes more often, common sense. Gargle. I think gargling is good. Just get some good mouthwash that's got some vodka in it. Get some good mouthwash with some alcohol in it, like a Listerine, and just gargle a couple times a day and get your throat all, and keep us clean and sanitized. I think the thing that you got to worry about the most for the nomads is just the sanitary stuff. How can you stay clean and, if you're living in a van, really, you have a shower, do you have a bathtub? Are you going weeks without, as like Black Bugatti, are you going weeks and not taking a shower? That's not good, because viruses will accumulate on you, on your face, on your hands, on your clothes. If you're not doing your laundry regularly, if you're not staying clean, not, jumping in the shower or a bathtub every day or every day or two, I think you're probably going to be much higher risk of getting it. You're using public restrooms, you can, I don't know. That's, it's just, man, I think common sense, and even if you get it, even if you do get it, I think if you can, keep up the get plenty of sleep, take your, anti-inflammatories are good, okay? Because they say a lot of times over your system will over try to get rid of it, and then you get terrible inflammation in your lungs and stuff. I don't know. I just common sense stuff like you would do anytime you get sick, stay home, don't spread it. Again, masks, there's ups and downs with masks. There's some, it's probably the best thing for a mask is just spreading it. If you think there are a lot of people out there that feel, I don't feel quite up today. I feel like I've got, we here in North Carolina, the pollen is all over the place. Everybody wakes up in the morning, you got a little bit of a scratchy throat. Is this something else? Who knows? So yeah, maybe in that case, it's a good idea to wear a mask just so you don't give it to anybody else. But, yeah, I don't know. Motrin, Advil, I've heard some stuff about that. I don't know. Music kills the virus. Hot tuna. Oh, hot tuna. I remember in college, I had a friend, Robert, who was a huge hot tuna fan. Jordan, what was the guy? The guy from Jefferson Airplane was in it or something. Yeah, I remember I listened to a lot of hot tuna when I was a kid. If you're having hallucinations, you've probably got a fever and you probably need to go to the hospital. I wear a mask when I go out to shop for groceries. Yeah, I don't think you need to wear a mask around your house. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think you need to wear a mask when you're in your car. I don't know. Half off 3-day-old tuna at the Subway. Oh, my God. Yeah, Jorma Kenan. Well, yeah. The guy, he was, I think he was in the original, Jefferson Airplane, wasn't he? Hot tuna. I like hot tuna, actually. When I get Subway sub, I'll get tuna and have him nuke it. Would you nuke my tuna? My mom used to make a really good tuna casserole. It was like pasta shells with tuna, and then she put some really spicy stuff in it. Oh, my God, that was so good. This red stuff. She put some red hot. It was pasta shells, tuna, and then some like hot sauce or some sort of red hot sauce, and mix it all up and cook it up hot. And it was delicious. Oh, thank you, Babs Adventure. That's right. I got a salad today. I went down to the health food store and I got a salad. So yeah, I don't think I'll do a pizza today. All right, everybody. What time is it? 10:56. I'm going to end this thing at 11 o'clock Eastern time. I thank you for being here. Papa John Creech. That's right. Remember that? What was she singing? Want to keep my baby, Papa John Creech. I'm in trouble. Oh, Papa don't preach. Everybody thought Madonna was singing about Papa John Creech. Papa John Creech. I'm in trouble deep. Papa John Creech. Like she's singing to Papa John Creech. Hey, I'm in trouble deep. I want to keep my baby. Oh, tilapia and hush puppies. Yum. Yeah. I never was a big fish fan. I never much liked fish. But when I was living with Susan and Sandy there in Springfield, Susan was like a professional chef. I mean, she really cooked good. And she would make some of these fish dinners with salmon and stuff. And my God, it was delicious. Tuna melts are good. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. I got to get me some tuna. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about it. See if I feel like doing a West Coast show. If I do, I'll be 7 o'clock or something like that. We'll see. See how I feel. I don't know. I may. People always want me to do it. It's SaturDAVE. Why not take advantage of that? Madonna is my age. Okay. What was it? The people my age, Donny Osmond, Michael Jackson, Prince, and Madonna. They're all my generation. They're like my age. Okay. So we're all the same generation. We're all the same age. And two of us are gone. Prince and Michael Jackson are gone. But Donny Osmond and Madonna and me are still around. So I like swish, not fish. Swishy fish. Sheldon Hunt is scary. No, I wash my beard. I get in the shower every single day and I scrub my beard down. I'm good. Madonna, I don't know. I don't know. A little red Corvette. Yeah. Little red Corvette. Bushcrafter. I watch what's his name? That guy in Windsor, Ontario. I watch him. I watch some bushcrafter stuff, but I get bored with it. There's a bad moon on the rise. Oh, good old CCR. Yeah, I love CCR. Younger than Donnie. Well, Donnie's had facelifts. Donnie and Marie. Marie, good Lord, you see her on those diet ads. The lady has her face like, hi, Marie here. Oh my goodness, New Jersey, right? What are they going to do? You arrest you if you don't have a mask on? I don't know. I think it is. Look at dust on my computer. I think it is a good idea to do a lot of these steps, wear masks, social distance, and all that. But I'm really kind of scared about the government mandating things like you got to wear a mask. I don't know. What are they going to do? Arrest you if you don't have a permit to go out? Arrest you if you don't have a mask? Arrest you if you come on. That is too much. This is still the United States of America, and we still have some freedom. And there hasn't been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that wearing a mask is going to do you any good. It's recommended by some people, and if you want to wear one, that's great. But if a store says you can't come in without a mask on, that's up to the store. But if the police are going to be arresting people for not wearing masks, that's ridiculous. That's just crazy. It's up to, I think, Charlotte, I think Jeff Thompson, it should be highly recommended, but, is a senator screaming, forgive the House? Yeah, it's throw the money at everybody, right? Let's just print up some more money and mail it out to people, and they'll be number 148. That's right. It's a strong advisory, and that's what it should remain, okay? It should be a strong advisory and recommended. Did I get my gold picks? Did you get my gold picks? No. Golf? My golf picks. I don't know, Mark. Did you send me golf picks? People are telling us to stay home and don't go to the... Yeah. Again, I think it is a good idea to stay home. But if you want to go out and walk your dog, if you want to go to the park, if you're going to stay away from other people, I don't see a problem with that. I really don't. But, if they know you cannot leave your building, you cannot stay home, I don't know, Oh, 2 critter picks. Okay, you haven't seen the critter picks on Pet Palooza, I just haven't gotten to them yet. But I probably, there's still a whole bunch of picks I'm going to still get to. Anyway. All righty, folks. Thank you so much. What else? What else is going on today? That's right, Svengoolie. What's the movie tonight on Svengoolie? What's the movie? Svengoolie movie tonight is This Island Earth. Oh, that's a good. Is that the movie tonight? Let's see. This Island Earth is a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a science fiction movie about this man who the aliens. There's some. Oh, it's just a real good movie. It's got the big forehead, and there's some aliens that come down and contact him. He's like a college professor, and he has to build this device and go and meet them, and then they're on a planet that's falling apart, and they need to find another planet to come to. And it's a good movie. It's from the late 50s. Go watch it. It's a very good movie. This Island Earth tonight on Svengoolie on MeTV. Yes, got to watch that. Good movie. This Island, yeah, it's a great movie. It's weird. He gets on an airplane with no windows, and then they fly him into this place in Georgia, and then he's down in Georgia. Part of the movie takes place in Georgia. It's not. I'm no Abbott and Costello. I am from the government, and I am here to help you. Yeah. For the common good. The other one you're gonna get weird of, for the common good. You got to do this for the common good. Do this because it's for the common good. If you have the virus, go on this app, let everybody know for the common good. And then we'll come and put a padlock on your house and you won't be able to leave. Yeah. Christmas in April. All right, everybody, happy Easter. If the bunny, do your Easter egg hunt, but do it safely. Is it legal to go and do an Easter egg hunt, or do you need a permission now to go outside and do that? I don't know, man. All right, folks, you all have and I mean this. Hey, D-Dub, nice to see you, D-Dub. Where are you, D-Dub? Yeah, he always comes in at the very end of the show. We're just about ready to say goodbye, and there's D-Dub. D-Dub, where are you? I mean, you don't have to give us your exact location, but you were heading east, right? So you're heading back to what, Chicago, Michigan, wherever? I'm hating this isolation. I need to travel. So you're in the Midwest somewhere, right? You're not back out west with all the gang out there in California or Washington State, right? So good to see you, D-Dub. Oh, you're in Michigan. Okay, all right. Back in Michigan. I don't know, man. There's got a lot of cases in Michigan. We had Heat Seeker Bus. Pierre just made it back to Canada, and they couldn't give him a test as he went across the border. So they just told him they would quarantine for a couple weeks. So I don't know. He was down at Mardi Gras back there in February. All right, Frank, I will give you a call. Do you remember the series V? Yes, yeah, that little baby with a forked tongue. Oh, yeah, that was on. I watched a lot of that. My nephew he was a little kid. He was like 10 years old. We watched that V, the whole thing. I love that show. That's not my favorite, but it was interesting. Cheesy sci-fi. It's one of those this is what you see on Comet. You get that Comet channel, cheesy sci-fi. The governor, I don't know. Some lady, isn't it? Isn't the governor a lady? The governor's a lady. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Maybe a show tonight. We'll see how things go. We could do an hour-long pre-Svengoolie, This Island Earth thing. That was fun last week. I might do that. Anyway, you are lucky. Yeah, that's right. D-Dub was at Mardi Gras with Black Bugatti. We had Van Life Shelters Travels Mike and Stephanie there. I think Adam the Woo even went by New Orleans on his last trip east. We had quite a few people that were in New Orleans or in that vicinity. Heat Seeker Bus. Yeah, that was scary. But I think if you probably haven't gotten it by now, if you're okay now, it's been about a month now. No, it has. Yeah, been more than a month. So if you haven't gotten it now, you're probably okay. That was scary though. As Heat Seeker Bus said, he's had like a cold for the last month. Maybe he's got it and he's just having a mild version of it. I don't know. You've been to all the West Coast hotspots. Yeah, D-Dub, you need to take care. But you're a fairly young guy. You'll probably be okay even if you get it. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, remember D-Dub was at the big camodave meetup in Vegas last year, my birthday. That was fun. Remember that? That was cool. Back when Vegas was busy and crowded and open. Go out with your chicken nuggets. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. You all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and maybe I'll see you this evening. Maybe not. We'll see. And take care. And all right, folks. That's all I can say. Go out and have a good day and try to get a little exercise in and reduce your stress. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Another SaturDAVE is in the bag. Vlog under.